What do you guys think of the R slur? Seems to be making a comeback.
I'm personally fine with it, but if other people are uncomfortable with me saying it, I'm not gonna say it around them because I respect their opinion. But I personally see it in a similar vein to like the word stupid or idiot. Because like growing up, it's never been used towards me or any other mentally disabled person. For me personally in my personal life, as like an insult towards them. It's always just been used as a way to just call someone silly or dumb or idiot.
Mhm.
So I still kind of see it in that way, but I do see that other people have used it in that way. Although I don't think, even if it might not be the majority. So if people feel that way about it, I'm not going to say it around them. But personally, I still see it in a similar vein as stupid or idiot or dumb. But
I think the reason why we didn't, why we went against the R word for a long while, was because like back in the day, people would like think like, oh, if you have autism or if you have any sort of like learning disability or you like just have any sort of like mental condition whatsoever, like you are R worded, right? And there was a big misunderstanding of what like actual like someone who might be like that. There's a difference between someone who might just have like what we now call mild ASD. What originally
mhm.
back in the day when this was around, like people would call Asperger's. There's a difference between Asperger's versus someone who's like literally nonverbal and like violent as a
Yes,
result. And
yeah,
I think people didn't understand that difference back then. I feel like it's a tough situation. I think the R word is definitely a lot worse than stupid. But I feel like if we're going to ban the R word, we also have to ban like stupid, dumb, or anything like that. And I'm not sure we can go that far. I try not to say it just by virtue of the fact that I don't think in real life or online it's worth going into the debate over whether or not, morally speaking, based on this entire technicality, we can say it. But I'm not as upset about it compared to like other slurs that might be used.
yeah. At the end of the day, I just think it's like about respect, and if you use it in a way to someone like they're just being dumb or idiot, and you
Yeah.
say that word instead, and it's okay within that group, I think that's fine. I definitely don't think the R slur's on the same level as F slur and slur at all. That's just me personally. Um, but yeah, I mean, there is a lot. You are right that there is a lot of misunderstanding with autism, and I've had that firsthand, and as well as my peers, in terms of people thinking that we're dumber than we actually are and stuff like that. But I don't know how much the R word specifically contributes to that. Like, I get that. Let like any instance of people like doubting my intelligence, it's never stemmed or has been used around the R word. It's usually been like, if people, find out I'm autistic, like, too early before, like, hearing me speak and getting to know me, they'll kinda, like in their head, they'll, like, pretend I'm, like, 5 years younger or, like, 10 years younger than I am. This was particularly a bigger issue when I was a teenager. Like, say they found out I was autistic, they'd, like, kneel down and be like, "Hi, buddy," like, treat me like a five-year-old when I'm 15. So that is more, yeah, and that doesn't really have anything to do with the R slur. Bit of a tangent, but yeah.
Yeah, that's frustrating. I feel like,
Mhm.
yeah, that must have been very frustrating. So,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah. But, yeah, whenever it happens, it comes from a place of ignorance, like, it doesn't come from a place of malice, I ever feel.
yeah,
And I
yeah,
guess if someone did use
I
the R word, like, really aggressively towards someone, that would be more of malice. But I think the bigger issue with, like, autistic people, this is just coming from my perspective, maybe it's different from others, but it's more of the more annoying thing is, like, the ignorance and the stuff that people don't know, that it's like, "Okay, I get where you're coming from, I know it isn't malicious, but it is annoying." Uh, and hopefully that can be remedied over time as more people learn about it, which I think, is being done. Uh,
yeah.
so, yeah, as Gappy
uh,
explained earlier.
it seems to be going in the other direction though. I see all the big politics content creators are using it now.
The
The
R
R
word?
word?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have a problem with it really because again, like people were saying, if we ban that word, I feel like we're going to be banning a lot of words, and I still want to be able to call people comatose, or brain dead or whatever.
Yeah,
So
Idiots
yeah.
or
Yeah,
morons.
brain dead might
Hmm.
become a slur, like, eventually as well, because I mean, that's similar.
But like
So
what
like the R word in terms of origins, yeah.
I guess, but brain dead is like they literally aren't gonna wake up. So like what's the big deal, you know?
Yeah, but you could say the same. You could make the same argument about the R word. Like they're too R worded to understand that R word is an insult. Like you can make that exact same
Uh,
argument.
I don't know. I feel like
Ooh.
severely R-worded people actually still can tell when people are being mean to them based on something they can't help, right?
Hmm. Yeah, it depends what condition they have
Yeah.
specifically.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're talking about like what Gappy was saying, the difference between mild and like more severe autism,
Mhm.
like uh how we differentiate like the severity of it is like the amount of social awareness that they have, and if they don't have enough social awareness, they won't understand that someone calling them R worded is a bad word, unless
Mm.
maybe yeah, I don't even know if they detect the tone. But it obviously depends case by case.
Hmm.
Um, oh, by the way, like Gappy was like, I felt like I don't know if Gappy was joking earlier, but I do want to clarify this because like I made the like Coco, gorilla looking at the tits and keep asking, and then I said, "Oh, she's just being autistic or whatever," and he said, "Did the joke land or whatever?" I don't know if he was just joking or whatever, but I made that joke in the context of them not understanding social skills, which I feel like kind of made sense for the joke. So
Oh, you're
I
good.
so
You're good.
okay, okay.
Yeah,
I just wanted to make
Gabby's
sure. I just wanted to make sure because I felt bad a little bit because like I'm not against autistic people at all. I
You're
care about
fine.
it like a lot,
I don't
right?
think Gabby's the last person you have to worry about when it comes
Okay,
to stuff
I
like
was just
that.
making
Yeah.
sure. I
Yeah.
was just making sure
Uh,
because like I felt bad a little bit if you didn't
uh,
understand like because I don't like it when people say, "Oh, that's autistic" to like something that's just like dumb. Like in the same way
yeah.
people used to use the word gay. I don't like
Yeah.
that, but I feel like in that I feel like it's fine and funny to make autistic jokes when it's about someone being socially inept or whatever. Even though it's kind of in poor taste, it's still kind of
Yeah.
funny and it makes more sense because again it comes back to people understanding what it is because if
Yeah.
you make a joke about autism when someone's being socially inept then they understand what autism is to at least at a basic level, which is much better than not understanding it at all and then calling everything that's dumb autistic because you want to be edgy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. It's like when you take the trait like you take a certain trait and you connect it to something, right? That's kind of relevant, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So if like you have a fixation on something, like a really weird fixation or a
Yes.
compulsion to be doing something,
Yes.
then you could be
That would
calling
be
it
autistic. Yeah.
or
And that
OCD.
isn't
Yeah.
necessarily a bad thing in that specific case, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if I'm autistic about Sonic the Hedgehog, that's not bad. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like making those type of jokes is taking steps towards people understanding autism and normalizing it in a way where people aren't like awkward about it because I feel like something that frequently happens with autism if I make autism jokes or talk about it is people get like awkward about it like I'm talking about a disability or they should feel bad or they should feel pity like as if I'm talking about like the struggles of it or whatever but like I feel like those type of jokes go towards normalizing it. So
Hmm.
I don't know. Sorry for rambling. I'll let other people speak it.
No, that's cool.
But
You're fine. Which word is worse, calling someone the R slur or autistic? I mean, it seems like R slur, obviously, but like I feel like you can be really mean by calling someone autistic, and most people probably don't mean it in the way that you were
Mhm.
talking about. You
yeah,
know?
if people say autistic in a way where it's like how people used to use the word gay for bad and they say it in an aggressive tone, I would take more offense
Yeah.
to that personally than the R word.
I
100%. But
actually
that's just
find
me.
more yeah, I find more offense as
Damn.
well from and I'm not autistic, but I find more offense from people calling people or calling things autistic just like as a blanket term than I would if they called it like the R word, I guess, because the R word's more disconnected and stuff.
Yeah, it's more
So,
generalized.
yeah. Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I mean, I feel like certainly part of it has to be intent behind it, right? Like anything if you say it with the intention to be insulting. Do you know what
Oh,
I'm
with the R
saying?
word? Yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, I feel like depending on the context,
Mm-hmm.
like I mean, like you guys were saying, and I'm not autistic, so I
Yeah.
can't speak, but um fuck, sorry, the edibles just hit me and I completely
Oh shit.
train of
Oh
thought.
shit. That's fine. That's fine.
Hold on. Someone else talk. It'll come back
Yeah,
to me
and
in a
you can
second.
speak on whatever. I don't. Other people's perspectives are important, regardless of what they have or don't have. But I was gonna say something, but I forgot as well. Shit.
Somebody in chat says,
Oh fuck.
"Why can't people just say something is dumb? Why do they have to use words like that?" Well, because what we're saying is like dumb could also be something that's a slur as well, right? Dumb is literally,
Yeah.
yeah, meant
Wait.
for like deaf
Yeah. I
people.
remembered what I was gonna say. Basically, like you can use almost any word in an extremely insulting way. Like for example, the word slut is not a slur, but you can use that in a super offensive way, right?
Yeah.
So it's like the same with the R word. Like I
Mm.
don't think it should be considered a slur, but 100% you can use it in an insulting way that should be criticized if used in
Yeah.
that way.
Like even the word bitch too. Like most cases, I don't think bitch is a bad word, but like there are a few cases where it's like said with enough vitriol that it sounds really bad. So, yeah.
Ooh. I stopped saying that one, but it definitely feels awkward
Yeah.
still to
Yeah.
like say B word or something. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Hmm.